Here with excellent ideas. Hopefully everyone got that. We welcome back from Creative Green Living Blog, the blogger, Carissa Bonham. I love your blog, by the way.
Thank you.
You have so many great recipes and tips and crafts on there that we even had a hard time choosing today what we were going to do.
Oh, well, thank
it was like
you.
Easter, what do you do?
And I always love coming over here. So I wanted to show you guys naturally dyed Easter eggs this year.
Yes.
A lot of us grew up dyeing Easter eggs. You buy like a kit with the tablets or like a little squishy dye bottle.
Yeah.
And in 2018, though, a lot of us aren't eating artificial food dye anymore, and a lot of millennial moms have cut that out of their kids' diets.
I know people who are allergic.
Yeah, a lot. You know, a lot of kids are allergic, and in some kids, it creates behavior issues, which is why they're like a lot of them are banned in Europe. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, but we can still have them in America. But a lot of parents I've heard from have said, well, I want to keep the egg dyeing tradition, but I don't want to eat the eggs after I've dyed them because I just soaked them in this artificial chemical solution.
Right.
So you can get really pretty eggs still with natural food dyes.
Check these out.
Yeah, and then
These
you
are
don't
all
have
natural?
to be. Yeah, these are all natural.
Love it. Wow.
So the ones that are in the demo, we used beets and turmeric and red cabbage, or a combination of those, to get all these different colors.
Really pretty.
And it's super easy to do.
I mean, you can't copy this with the artificial, you know, squeezing eggs one. There's no way. That color right there is so cool.
Yeah, and so and a lot of them, even like this one, is with red cabbage, and it makes this really like saturated blue color.
Wow.
And it's super easy to do. It takes a little bit more time for the egg to soak.
Yeah.
But let me show you how to build it. It's super easy. Okay, so you start with any kind of like anything if you think about what would stain your cutting board.
Yep.
When you cut it up, that's a great.
Hence why I'm wearing the apron.
Yeah,
I am the klutziest person in the kitchen, so yes.
So that's a great thing that you can use. Yeah, so red cabbage.
And beets,
Beets, yellow beets and red beets work really well. So this is just like a rough cut red cabbage, and then you put about 2 cups into your pot, and then you add, here's my water.
Okay.
You add water until it's just like barely covered, like maybe not even quite covered. And then you would bring it to a boil and then let it simmer for 30 to 45 minutes. And
quite a while.
Yeah, and that's what it does is it's gonna extract all the color compounds from the vegetable.
Okay.
And so let it simmer, and then we, through the magic of television, have this one over here. And this one has already been simmered. Use a strainer or a slotted spoon to like scoop out the vegetable matter, and then you add just a little bit of white vinegar and then a little bit of salt.
So that's really no different than just using the food coloring. You always add that vinegar in.
Yeah, and what the vinegar does, it's an acid, and so it kind of like opens up the shell to be ready to absorb color.
I've always wondered why you do the vinegar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
I always thought it made it even near the color, but
oh yeah, you know, it helps make it brighter because the shell can absorb it better, no matter what kind of dye you're using, if it's natural or artificial. And then you put your hard-boiled eggs in a heat-proof surface because this is going to be hot. So I like to put mine in a mason jar, but you could use like a glass bowl. I wouldn't use anything plastic. I do something like heat-proof in glass.
That makes me nervous because how are you getting them out of there? You can tip it over?
You can. You could gently tip it over, or you could use like a spoon.
Oh, so you're going to pour that into here?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to take it out and dip.
No, yeah. So and then once you have your dye, you pour it over the top.
That is so pretty.
Isn't that pretty? That's from the red cabbage, and it's even though it's really purple, it's going to turn them blue.
Really?
Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
So you let it sit, and the artificial egg dyes, you can dip in like 30 to 60 seconds, you have this magical looking egg.
Right.
And this is going to take a little bit longer.
Which almost makes it more fun. It's a whole big process.
It is, and it gives you a lot of control actually over like how intense the color is. So this one is a red cabbage egg, and this one I pulled out after an hour and a half, and then this one sat for 15 hours. So there's quite a bit of difference between them, and you can let them sit for up to 24, but to make sure they're food safe, you wait until your jar is cooled down and then move it to your fridge. Okay. And let them soak in the fridge so that then they stay refrigerated and you're not sitting them on the counter for a whole day, because that would be sketchy. Like not super, like the food inspectors would be calling me.
That's true,
so, but I have some that have been sitting for 24 hours, and I thought it would be fun to open them up on camera. We can do like a big reveal.
Yes. This is turmeric. So what did you do for that? You boiled it, and was it like this a powdered turmeric?
Yeah, this one was powdered. So you can do fresh the same way that I showed you with the cabbage, or with this one, I took out, I'll tip it a little bit to help you out. There we go. I put a tablespoon of the powdered turmeric in the bottom of the mason jar and then poured boiling water over the top of it. Yeah. And then add the vinegar and the salt and then let it soak. And this is like this beautiful saturated like gold color, which I think is really pretty. And then your eggs will still taste good.
This stains, I know very well. Don't spill this on your carpet.
Right, yes, don't spill any of these on your carpet for sure. Yeah, and then it's smart to wear an apron.
Right.
Yeah.
That is so pretty. Now I'm wondering if they're naturally done, do they smell better? there in your fridge later on?
I mean, they still smell like
so bad.
They smell like cooked eggs still. I mean,
this one smells pretty good.
Oh.
The turmeric makes it smell good.
and
okay,
then
so
they'll
there that
taste
one
better
is.
too, right? So I know that I think that artificially dyed eggs like have a weird flavor to them, and these will have flavors because they'll kind of taste a little bit like whatever you dyed them in. So if you like,
here's the beet.
yeah, there you
That's
go.
cool. How do you do this one?
So that one was I made the same way as we made this cabbage dye, where I diced up a couple of beets, put them in a pot, and simmered them.
Can you do pickled beets? Have you ever tried that?
You know,
Like the
so
ones
I
that you just
tried
get?
a beet kvass, which is like a fermented beet drink. It's like beet kombucha, kind of. And that one, it was unimpressive.
Okay.
But you can. I mean, it will dye them.
no, this one's
This
the
was my
best.
favorite one.
That is the best.
I love how these turn out.
What was that one?
This
that
is
was
red
just
cabbage.
That's
Mhm.
that?
Yep.
15 hours? How long was this
This
one
one's
sitting?
24 hours.
That is so
So
pretty.
I set this one up, yesterday afternoon.
I'm smelling them all.
Yeah.
That
It'll
one's
smell like
not so
cabbage.
good. All right, that one's not the best smelling. But
And then this one that you have over here, so that one was I put a little bit of the beet dye that I made the same way, and then added the powdered turmeric and boiling
Very
water
cool.
over the top of it.
I
and
thought
then
it'd be pink. I was a little confused.
Oh.
I'm like, where's
So-
my pink egg?
Yeah, no, because it's beets are so concentrated. I just did a little bit of the beet and then mostly turmeric because I was worried that the beet would really overpower it.
Carissa, brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank
she
you for
again
having me.
has a wonderful blog, Creative Green Living. You got to check out. It's on our website at katu.com. All right, coming up next, we're going to show you plus size fashions and how to elevate your casual look to a whole new level. Don't go away. These are so pretty.